My name is Jerry. I'm a property owner and a landlord. I own 12, 15 properties, and I need to keep supplies for remodeling. Lots of lumber and boards and bricks and toilets. A lot of stuff that turns into junk. Everything, including the kitchen sink.
I'm Scott, and I'm Jerry's son. My dad has always been a hoarder. When I was 13, I knew it was overboard, and I thought he was just trying to stock his supplies or something, and turns out it ended up taking over his house. Now, he's pretty much filled the entire lot. It's just stacked everywhere. Like a junkyard almost.
My name is Karen, and I'm Jerry's sister. He has a lot of properties to manage, but because of the hoarding, his business turned into being a junk manager.
Several years ago, the city started citing me for clutter in the yard.
I've been told by the city that the property could be declared a public nuisance. They could take over the property and sell it, and Jerry could lose that property. He refuses to believe that that's a possibility.
I can't imagine it happening. This has been my home for so many years. If I lost this house, it would be devastating. 5 years ago, I was living here when the fire was set. It was attempted murder. They ended up setting all the exits on fire, and I couldn't get out because it was an inferno. I ended up going out a window, barely getting out with flames coming in. It was a close call.
Jerry almost lost his life in that fire because of his inability to escape through all of the junk that was in his home.
It breaks my heart to see my house like this. I would like to, at some point, remodel the place and move back in.
He does not have time nor the resources to rebuild that property. That property needs to be leveled.
My name is Paul, and I'm Jerry's son. The fire had a big effect on my dad, and after that, it just got a whole lot worse. Like, he started collecting even more things. I couldn't really be around him a whole lot just because he was so negative, and he just had a lot of things.
I really love my two sons, and they tried living with me, but it was awfully crowded.
There wasn't really much room for anybody to be with him. We had to just move out.
Jerry is facing a very important place in his life. He can either make the choice to deal with his hoarding, to clean up this property and bring it to code, or he can choose to not do so and risk losing the entire property.
When I think of the scope of this mess, it's very overwhelming to me, and I just wanted to walk away from it all, you know.
He just doesn't want to think about all the work he has to do. And I don't know, he's a bit overwhelmed, but I feel like he can just get rid of it anytime. He just hasn't chosen to.
He's drowning in a sea of worthless junk. And I don't want to see him die this way.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Jerry, we have a huge group here.
Right.
Why do you think we need this many people?
Because it's a big mess.
Exactly.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist.
Two parts of this cleanup. We got the inside and the outside.
This is the exact example of what we warn all of our hoarders about. We say, if your house burned down, it would burn so much you couldn't save anything. Well, guess what? Here it is. The firemen couldn't go into the house and save anything because it was full.
We've got to hustle today.
Right.
Do you have any questions for all of us?
No.
He knows this is his last chance. This is a very real, very serious crisis.
All right, everybody ready to go?
Ready?
All right, let's do this.
Great.
I'd like to save that large table.
What are the plans?
It would have to be drilled with dowels and glued together.
Okay, how many projects do you have in the works right now, you think? A couple hundred?
None. Just
come
this.
on now.
Just this.
So this will get done on Monday? You know what? Let's keep this. If we get the backyard clean, we will give you this back as a trophy, okay? We're trying to make this cleanup work for Jerry and finding ways to keep him in control, in charge, and confident that he can trust us. I suggest that we get rid of the pallets because it gives you the opportunity to fill them back up if we leave them.
Right.
We have all these pallets that he worked really hard to lay flat so he could put a lot of stuff on it. And I just asked him to throw them away.
Can I keep the plastic ones?
It leaves him a place to put all this stuff. That's concerning. Keep 3.
Okay.
We gotta hustle. We don't have a whole lot of time to chat anymore. I see a lot of like lemon yellow sofas and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
70s?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My foot just went through the floor.
So what happened? You just walked right in and your foot went right through the floor?
My foot just sunk down into the floor.
Okay. This is the reality of this house, man. So you got water damage as well as smoke
Firemen
damage.
spent an hour or two dousing the fire.
And how long ago was the place catch on fire?
5 years.
5 years ago.
Still damp, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look.
Gee whiz.
Why aren't we bulldozing this house?
He just needs sheetrock.
It needs a lot more than that.
So when do you think you would do this?
When I get around to it.
I'm frustrated with Jerry because he lives in this delusional world. It would be much less costly to bulldoze the house than to fix this up.
Well, I think you're unreasonable in some things.
I try to help him, and he sees it as me trying to hurt him. It's really hard to continue to try to help him when he thinks I'm trying to make his life worse.
We are standing in a room that is ruined. And you do believe that you can save this.
Well, I've been a sheetrocker. I've sheetrocked.
Jerry, there's nothing you can't do. I believe that. What I'm getting concerned about is that your plans outweigh your lifetime.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins, and I specialize in the treatment of anxiety disorders and hoarding behavior.
Given what you've been through and how difficult it is for you to move an agenda ahead, I'm kind of wondering if you're going to really do it.
I'm very determined to move the agenda ahead, and
Have you been happy?
no.
Okay.
No, it's
And-
been pretty miserable.
Yeah.
You're holding on to the past. That's it. And we understand that. We get it. The rest of the room knows that this house should be torn down. And we're going to have to clean the rest of the house before Jerry's able to make that decision. I want you to stay open to the fact that you still have 2 options. If
Right.
you only keep yourself open to that one, probably going to fail.
How many truckloads of stuff did you guys take?
Today was 10, so we were 24 trucks of 48,000 pounds.
48,000 pounds left your property.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've totally averted the crisis. We've made it better.
Yeah.
We've got a good head start, but you guys still have some work to do.
Yeah.
Are you ready to stay focused and not quit?
I'm definitely determined to see it through.
Your trophy.
Your trophy.
Oh, okay.
The champion.
You've earned your junk trophy.
I now
You know the
earned
story about
this.
the phoenix rising from the ashes?
Right.
That's you. you know? And that's what I'm hoping will happen, and that you'll keep flying.
I'm very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
The rest of Jerry's life starts today. The problem is this house was burned to a crisp, and he might just have to completely tear it down.
My hope for Jerry is that he will take this and continue to build on it. If he does that, his life will look different, and there'll be room for more happiness in his life. It all really depends upon Jerry and what he does.
Go ahead.
Sure.
My name's Ron, and I'm a retired school teacher. I hate clutter. Hate it. I was born with an overwhelming curiosity about anything and everything. I have probably 5,000 books, 10,000 pieces of sheet music. I got comic books, magazines, probably 1,000 of those. I got things that I can't even remember right now.
My name is Marisa, and I'm Ron's daughter. My dad thinks that everything in his house is valuable and worth money or worthwhile to someone somewhere. If you ask my dad, they're all rare and valuable antiques, but I think it's just trash. It frightens me very much that my dad has barricaded himself into this house where nobody can get to him in case something happens. Like, for example, him falling on something or the wind blowing something onto the stove.
I keep an open flame on the stove, lit at all times, because it warms the whole house.
I don't know why my dad doesn't see it as a fire risk.
Americans are paranoid. They think everything's a fire hazard. There's no way that flame can reach out and ignite anything, so it's not a fire hazard, trust me.
He doesn't understand why people are trying to help him. He doesn't feel like he's worth the help. He doesn't want the help. He wants to just stay there in his little cocoon and be left alone. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer on his 77th birthday.
The pain was beyond excruciating. All the doctors and nurses, they were certain I was going to die.
From what doctors have told me, it's metastasized into his bones and in his brain.
I'm not going to take the word of any doctor. My daughter is so concerned about my health, she wants to move back into her old room. She wants to take care of me if there's an emergency.
I'm an only child. My mother's gone. All I have is my dad. I mean, I do worry about my dad dying in that house.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're all here today to help Ron, who's faced with a pretty serious crisis, okay? My name's Corey Chalmers. I'm an extreme hoarding cleanup specialist. So, Ron, you're living in some absolutely deplorable conditions. Everyone's here to support you through this process over the next couple of days. Marisa, you've been waiting for this moment for a long time. How are you feeling about it?
I do worry about my father and his health, and I want to be here for him. I want to get my old room back and move in and take care of him, look after him, whether he likes it or not.
Okay, are you guys ready to do this?
We're ready.
Ready to go.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
These are the ones you said you saved for the little girl next door, and now you have thousands of them, and she's in her 30s, and you were saying you still wanted to ship them to her. Ron, right now, this is your crisis, and saving this kind of stuff for some woman when you're going to lose your house, I don't think is a smart decision.
Okay. How's that?
Good man.
Good job, Dad.
This is store, but I got a box here I can.
Right now, he's literally going through every box, touching every single item in his house. You know, we have 15 people just standing around just watching him.
This is store.
No. No, it's not. It's been walked on.
You
It's
don't
been
even know what
trampled
it
on.
is.
No, those have to go.
Store it.
No. I'm not backing down on this.
She wanted me to throw away everything, and some things she's just totally ignorant of its value.
I've been letting you keep things my whole life.
You haven't been a part of my life as far as living here long.
I don't know that there's been any room in your life for her.
I can't
That's
be a
true.
part of your life. Look at this. Where am I gonna go? If you keep doing this, Dad, I'm not gonna move back in.
Well,
I'm gonna leave town, and you're gonna be on your own again. Do you want that? Do you want me to leave you and never talk to you again?
that's a decision you have to make. I am what I am.
Okay, then.
There's nothing in this house that should be more important than your daughter.
If I had my way,
You did have your way. Look what your way did. This is your way. I'm done with your way. I'm not doing your way anymore.
okay.
I can just get out of here right now. You're wasting my time.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins. I'm a psychologist and an expert in treating hoarding. Marisa is really grappling with an awareness of really where her place is in her relationship with her father.
You know, you were fighting to be heard there. That was a good thing.
I could just be replaced at any second. He doesn't care. I'll leave and I'll never look back. I don't want to, but I have to.
Lisa, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do you understand the house is literally falling down around you? You're $70,000 in debt. You're about to lose your house. When is this going to become a reality? Ron, we're here to help you. That's all we're here to do.
Oh, that, yeah, you're sure helping me. I'll lose my house. They'll red tag it and send in the 2 cents on the dollar people.
So, Ron, what do you want us to do?
Let's clean out the kitchen, and if I say store it, put it in a box and store it.
Box every single item?
Okay, Ron, there's cheese containers and there's
What?
empty egg
Oh,
cartons.
throw that out. I don't mean everything. Save.
How old are these books, Ron? 1800?
1800, yeah. Save, save. My coffee cup. This is one of life's bonuses of cleaning.
So the kitchen is resolved. This is as good as it's pretty much going to get, according
Yeah.
to you, right? You don't want
Yeah.
us to do anything else in here.
Not really.
Okay, the plan is we're going to go clear your bed. I do have
Okay,
one
let's-
major problem with that.
What?
I've discussed with you how dangerous that storage is above your bed. I don't want my guys working underneath that.
My bed's right here.
This support's broken, and I'm not going to have my guys underneath here with that support completely cracked. I can't do it.
But that's the middle one. It's not really needed. You could get up there and jump up and down. I
What's
mean,
wrong with taking the weight off there?
Well, okay. Let's do it and not talk about it.
Stuff's already fallen. It's like playing Jenga.
Oh, there it goes. All right. Hey, good thing you had all that stuff off.
Now that
Why
you
don't
see
you-
this, do you think it's safe? That piece of board just lifted right off.
I just soon you leave what's up there, because I know it's safe, even though you 100% certain it isn't.
We come to a head, we come to a standstill because he does not want to continue. It's very dangerous there. I can't imagine him sleeping underneath those shelves.
You people and your methods and techniques, you want to destroy me financially.
I'm going to say this only once.
I know what
Listen.
this stuff is worth, and you people don't.
One time I would like to hear you say what your daughter's worth. One time.
She's worth more than all of this.
Then stop bringing up dollar amounts on every little item that we're questioning you on.
I'm not. I got 12 people coming in here, ordering me around. Sure, you're trying to help me and protect me. You aren't. You could have rented me a warehouse or a
This would take 1.5 years to organize all the stuff in this house in a warehouse, and it would
You'd be
take about a
surprised-
50,000 square foot
You'd be
warehouse.
surprised how quickly I can organize things.
I would be
if
very
want to.
surprised.
Yes.
Because this is what we see. So yeah, I would be surprised if you could organize.
Ron is really stuck and he is really deep in his illness. His solution to the problem is just give me more space to move my things. So his home is not appreciably safer than it was when we started.
Kind of wasting time
Yeah,
going
I know.
over and over.
I want everybody to get the hell out of here.
We're gonna go outside.
You got it.
Ron has basically kicked us out of the house at this point. He's emotionally shut down, doesn't want us going through anything else with him. He just called it quits.
What's the matter? Can I do anything?
No, you can't do anything.
Things will be all right. I can handle these bureaucrats for these. When you were little, I handled them.
Like you're handling it now?
Well,
So many of these situations are tragic situations in that there is not a good outcome.
I just want you to be happy because I'm never gonna be happy. And if one of us should be happy, that's the best that I can do.
well, I'm kind of happy.
But I'm not.
Well,
I never have been. My whole life,
That's-
I've been hiding it.
I know that's something that's between your ears, you know? Only you can deal with that.
Dad, it's right here. It's growing up in this house. It's thinking this was normal.
Her father's not really going to change. Trusting her father with her emotional life is probably not a good idea.
You just got to do the best you can.
I am doing the best I can. This
I
is
know
me
you're
doing
gonna
the
do-
best I can.
Well, I know.
I'm tired of being the strong person all the time. I'm tired of being the mature one while my dad gets to have it his way however he wants it, any cost or at any expense to any person, and I need to take care of me.
You want to hear some Mikado?
I don't care.
Huh?
It's important to you.
Yeah, well,
When APS comes, I will be amazed and more than a little baffled if Ron is permitted to continue to live in his home.
I'm Dolores, and I like the unusual. As an artist, when I see something unusual, I gravitate to it. And if I can afford it, I buy it. If it's free, I take it. There's lots of fascinating stuff out there. I guess you have to have an open mind.
I'm Joaquin, and Dolores is my mother. Well, our house is a freaking disaster.
I realize it's not a livable house because there's too much stuff in it.
My God, you name it, it's in there. You need a pair of speakers, she's got 8. You need a computer screen, she's got 10 of them. You need a screwdriver, you can't find one. But she's got 20. Granted, she has a lot of unique and interesting things, but when you have like 27 frying pans, how many eggs can you fry?
A lot of stuff I pick up hoping to sell. Lots of times it's stuff I find on the city streets. I find it at thrift shops, yard sales. Every once in a while I find something valuable and I hit pay dirt.
I'm Anna, and Dolores is my mom. Finding that piece of treasure that she now made $200 on, it makes her feel justified for collecting more and more stuff.
I guess the fire alarm malfunctioned and it went off, and the neighbors, rightly so, called the fire department.
Fire department was not happy with what they saw. Someone told me they sent in the smallest fireman they had, and it still took them a half an hour to get down to the front door.
I got a notice in the mail. They said I had to empty out the place.
If she keeps going the way she's going now, there's going to be a lot of heartbreak coming down the line. Well, there's other buildings around that building. God forbid it goes up, it'll go up like a tinderbox.
Dolores, we just wanted to talk about how we have a plan for today. I'm Darnita L. Payton. I'm a life management specialist, and I work with people with clutter and disorganization problems. What we'd like to do is to clear out the garage so that we have somewhere for the things that you desire to stay. So the crisis Dolores is facing is homelessness. My goal is ultimately for Dolores to be able to keep her home.
Okay, this is to keep. Okay, this is a keep. This is a keep. These two are a keep.
I think we've definitely been too easy on her.
How are you making those decisions?
On the top of my head.
Forget the whole, Mom, we would like you to be able to live here so that we can come and visit. There's just the fact that you're going to get kicked out.
I'm Dr. Scott Hannon, and I specialize in cognitive behavioral therapy for anxiety disorders, OCD, and hoarding.
Hey, listen, I can't do 50 years in 2 days, all right?
Well, who's talking about 50 years in 2 days?
You are.
You're talking for us. We never said that we were going to change 50 years in 2 days. Are you feeling judged right now?
Yeah, so I have to make priorities.
Can you tell me what the judgment is?
No, I don't want to tell you what the judgment is.
Because I don't know what it is, because I was just curious to your thought process.
What?
When you start to confront her on the issue, she just shuts down. She just gets nasty. You're getting really angry right now.
Sure I am, because who the hell are you to worry about my thought process? You're not going to figure out my thought process.
I don't think she's really come to terms with the whole gravity of her situation.
You just snap at me, and I'm wondering, if your kids are there to help you, is this what's going to happen? Because when we're gone, these are the ones that are going to be helpful to you.
I'm not accountable to my children. I took care of my children when I had to, and I think I've done my job. It's my time to do what I want.
As the family's pushing her harder, she's getting very angry and upset, and she's trying to shut it all down. They're concerned about you.
What do you
That's the
think, I'm
bottom
going
line.
to drop dead tomorrow? I'm too old already?
No.
No.
We're afraid something's going to fall on you and crush you. We're afraid you're going to have nowhere to live.
She makes biting comments, or she turns away. You just keep kind of moving your body away. You turn away.
No.
That's her way of trying to get control back.
Where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be?
Well,
this
as
isn't
this is
working.
going, I don't want to be with any of them, that's for sure.
The family needs to stay firm and make decisions and set boundaries for her.
I'm not going to punch you right away if you don't get out of my face.
Only when they can set those clear boundaries will things start to change. She's not making the change on her own, and I think they need to be firm. One of the things we need is for you to let the family make some decisions about things, because there's too much to do.
You know, I can't let that happen. I can't let them make the decisions.
You have to. She needs to let go, or nothing's going to get done. It's just going to take too long.
You're not going to get through this if you've got to make a decision
So
on
why
every
don't
piece
you
that's
just
there.
make the decisions? Do what you want. You don't need me here at all, then.
No, we
No, you don't need me here at all.
Dolores. You're walking away. That's one of the avoidance things that we talked about.
Come on, we absolutely need you. We really need you to trust them.
I don't trust
them. To make some decisions.
I don't trust them.
It's very painful when you're not trusted by somebody you love, that you just want to help.
I don't know how you can get a decorator to decorate the house that's not even in my taste. How can you do that?
She's feeling that everybody's taking over and telling her what should go into her home and how her home should look. I think this is a big control issue.
You don't know what I like, he doesn't know what I like, but somehow somebody thinks somebody else can do the decorating for me. I don't decorate, I accumulate,
Pick up the pieces that you want up.
Well,
Fine.
I am letting go of the pieces. Holy look at all this stuff I'm letting go. I think I have a right to say what I like and what I want, and I have a right to be irritated. And if I came into their house and did the same thing, they'd be really pissed off. I don't want the people that decorating don't know a goddamn thing about what I like. I'm not a decorator. I don't go to a designer and have them pick out stuff and I can never, that's all to me. If I say something I want, it shouldn't have been thrown out.
Absolutely.
It was the guy that came to decorate that did it. I'm assuming that's who would have thrown it out.
Some of her things had been discarded.
Well, I can't see. I'm not going to go digging into it.
So you're just going to let it go?
I'm just going to let it go.
Okay. And again, we apologize for that happening, okay? Sometimes that happens. It wasn't intentional, and that sent her into a mini rage, and all went smoothly after that.
Well, I'm somewhat relieved that a lot of it's cleared out. It's still an emotional drain.
What's the relief?
I don't have to worry about that stuff. It's gone. I don't have to make decisions. It was unmanageable.
Should we go in?
Oh, my God. Up until the last minute, I was very resentful and resistant. But when I saw what they did was a big eye-opener. It looks wonderful. I guess I'm entitled to have a nice house. It's beautiful, especially I like the flowers.
That house is now the way I remember it as a kid. It brings back a lot of good memories.
Thank the decorator, even though I cursed him out. You know, I told you I don't like decorating, but they did a beautiful job. I mean, I didn't expect it to look so fantastic, and it really does look fantastic.
What do you like most about it? That's what
What's
I
your
like.
favorite?
The space.
The space.
The space. Is it really?
You had so much value on the stuff, but you can see the value of the space as well. What are you gonna do with all the space?
I'll probably just enjoy it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I won't fill it back up.
Do you feel motivated to keep going? And
I do. I feel motivated to purge.
you did a wonderful job.
You did too, even though I was really resentful.
Dolores' family now knows that it's okay to push her. In the past, they would just stop when she would get angry. So now they know that pushing is good, even if she gets mad.
It's not only going to benefit her, she'll have a nice, clean, safe environment, but then her family can come and they can run around and be safe.
I really like your house now.
Oh, you do? Thank you.
And the family can grow closer in the family home.
The whole family is in there. It's alive, you know, you can breathe, it's open. It's like a living space. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.